Yo, what's up, guys? Happy Tuesday. I know it's really early or really late, depending on how you look at it. But I thought I'd do this video today. Um, so it's about the Rippaverse transparency. There was a video. I haven't watched the video on the Rippaverse YouTube page, but I did get an email, which I think is pretty much what he's going to say in the video. I guess this is just it might be greater detail, it might be not. I don't know. But I saw the email a few minutes ago, and I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and read this video. Oh my god, let's go ahead and read this email and see what they're saying. All right, so let's start out. Hello, Rippaverse. Your incredible support resulted in ISOM number one bringing in over $3.7 million and moving over 60,000 copies of the book. Without you, we could not have seen such immense success as a brand new independent publisher. However, many of you, however, many are under the impression that we get to pocket that 3.7 million and start buying Lamborghinis, but this couldn't be further from the truth. Here's a breakdown of how the revenue from the first Rippaverse campaign will be invested into future campaigns and maintain and expand the business moving forward. Uh, yeah, I don't know where people. I guess either you don't really understand business. I don't. I'm not gonna say I'm some big business, guru or anything like that. But I understand the basic economics. Your total profit is not does not all go back to you if you have a business. That's why you want to make double, even triple what you put into the business because what you get back has to go back into the business in order to keep it running. So he's going to break down what that 3.7 million is going to be for. As many of you already know through previous videos and live streams, the Rippaverse is 100% private, and therefore we handle our own publishing and distribution. Instead of you, the customer, being the third set of hands that sees the books after a retailer and distributor, we sell directly to you. Every copy of ISM number one and all subsequent books that will be released is a book in the hands of our actual paying customers. And while yes, we have and will continue to work with retailers, both brick and mortar and online, we are interested in carrying our books. These make up wait. And while yes, we have and will continue to work with retailers, both brick and mortar and online, who are interested in carrying our book. Okay, these make up a fraction of our overall sales, and only roughly 2% of our sales from ISO number one. Wow. Additionally, this company was started with no external investors. This means that all of the upfront costs for starting a business were handled in house. These upfront costs include the lawyers for the company, website building and maintenance, contractors and employees, warehouse, custom boxes for shipping, and more. Not to mention the artist, colorist, and letterer for the first book, which was also paid for and completed upfront before we even launched the first campaign. These startup costs amounted to over $200,000, close to $300,000, and as transparency has and will continue to be crucial to our brand, let's give you more of a look inside how that number was broken down, as well as additional operational costs and spent across the various expenses. Yeah, the people kept calling it a crowdfunder. It's not a crowdfunding because, like he said, he didn't ask for money from us to make the product. He made the product, then he put it for pre-order, and then he put it up for sale. So we didn't give him money to make the content. The content was made. We just had to pay for the content that he already made. As quality was something we wanted to emphasize, we chose to print strictly here in America instead of demonstrably cheaper overseas labor, such as in China. With us being a brand new entity in this space, this also meant we did not yet have the presence in business history to use as a bargaining chip when making deals with printers. This is no longer the case, and we now have a proven record of success with which we can now have more negotiating power at the table. When we choose to print an additional 50,000 copies of ISM number one cover C so that we could have enough backstop moving into the new year, that ran us almost $150,000. Our new negotiating power also extends to the area of shipping. When we first started this company, as with the matter of printing, we had no presence and therefore no bargaining power with the various shipping companies. Now that that's changed, we can have those conversations with the likes of FedEx, UPS, DHL, and so forth to get lower shipping rates for us, which ultimately means lower shipping cost for you, the customer. Contrary to what some Twitter experts might say, a company losing money on shipping is not unheard of, and make no mistake, we in truth weren't charging you enough of it. Media mail is not an option for comic books, and we were explicitly told this by USPS. Those custom made sturdy boxes that you all love weren't cheap, and an additional 62,000 books boxes were that we ordered to finish the first campaign cost us nearly $300,000. This is a lot of money, man. I don't care what no one says. And y'all think y'all think he's just gonna pocket that 3.7 million. Come on, man. He has to recoup the funds. He has to put all that money back into this to make up to get that 300 the 30K. There was 125K he's got to get back and then pay everybody. Like this stuff, like it's a lot of money until you start breaking down where everything has to go back into. The most significant expense for any company is its people. Payroll in the Rippaverse is currently, certainly, excuse me, no exception to this rule. Our back end, day to day creative and distribution teams currently have around 15 employees and contractors who are all paid competitively and on time within their field. In the last fiscal quarter alone, we spent over 350,000 on payroll expenses. Jesus, which that's for 15 people. Um, what is the math on that? Let me see. I mean, I know this isn't exact, but just to give you a reference, so that's 23K for each person for this project. But I mean, I don't like that's not exact numbers. You know what I mean? I'm just that's just a rough estimate. If everyone's getting paid the same, obviously everyone's not getting paid the same. That's not how that works. What happened? I can't get rid of this. Okay, okay. Anyway, where was I? Oh, here we go. Which should put into perspective how much of our revenue needs to be reversed for said payroll, especially as we expand. Right. Your support for the first campaign blew away our expectations so much so that we outgrew our initial warehouse immediately. That was a great problem to have, and to solve for that, we have begun construction of warehouse number two, a brand new 10,000 square foot building that we will also serve as Rippaverse headquarters. To prevent the space issues that we had initially, we also have baked into our space contract the ability to expand it out further if and when that need should arise. Those upgrades and construction are also running us an additional $180,000. In addition to moving and equipment fee, the rent for a building like ours in this area will easily run us at least 15,000 per month. Good lord, yeesh, this is a lot of money, man. That's crazy. Kudos to him, man, and his whole team, bro. This is insane. As we are first and foremost a comic book company, we need to get the ball rolling on future content. And so, just as quickly as we had wrapped up the first campaign, work began on the following projects. 2023 will be a massive year for the Rippaverse, and we currently have three projects in the works. The first which will be ISO number two. These books are all over 90 pages, and several contractors must be paid before the books are completed. Of course, these people include writers, pencilers, and inkers who aren't always the same person, colorists, letters, and cover artists. Additionally, the better the talent, the higher the page rate. In between just the writing and art on one of these books, we've already spent over 60,000 on it. That's not including editors and pre-press. Merchandise costs are factored into our expenses, and we spent over 100,000 on the shirts and hats for the camp in the first campaign. I still need to get me either a hat or a shirt at some point. I knew to get that. The poster shipping tubes alone ran us over 10,000, and the most expensive per unit items were the lenticular Pokemon cards, which ran us 30,000. And lastly, Uncle Sam will always want his cut of our profits. Yes. Word of advice to people, you kids out there, pay your taxes. Don't be like some of these other people trying to skirt the system. Pay your taxes. I know it sucks, but it's not worth going to jail just to you know stick it to Uncle Sam. You're not gonna win. I'm just telling you that now. You're not gonna win. Do not mess with Uncle Sam. Usually, if you don't mess with him, he don't mess with you. You do, you know what I'm saying? You can live your life without having to look over your shoulder. So pay your taxes. Everyone out there, when you get of age and you have to start paying taxes, make sure you pay your taxes. Make sure you pay them right. Make sure you don't overpay, and make sure you pay on time. Okay. We are in basically the beginning of tax season. So yeah, make sure you get that stuff straightened out. Make sure your numbers are right because just having the people I've known, when you put in your tax returns, that make sure everything is read, double checked, and triple checked. Because I've had people that put in the wrong number, and they end up not getting their taxes for like a month. They had to go back and the person had to basically re-edit their tax returns and ship them back out. And there's millions of people doing their taxes, and that stuff takes a while. So yeah, make sure you're careful when you're doing that. If you don't know what you're doing, get help. If it's your first time doing it, get help from somebody you know and trust. Because like I said, this is your money you're getting back at the end of the day. So yeah, we hope this provided greater insight into how things run at the Rippaverse and how the various operational costs and the cost of goods sold factor into our business. We pride ourselves on our transparency with our customers and know that we rely on your continued support. To remain autonomous, we must continue making intelligent business decisions with our expenses and reinvest our revenue into this company moving forward. This means we are beholden to providing you, the paying customers and fans, with the quality product you want. Thank you so much for your continued support, and we can't wait to see you back for the next campaign. Cool, 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 cool. So yeah, that's just a little bit more in depth into basically how he's going to spend the money that he made from the last campaign. Um, so I guess we can do a little bit of math. So let's say what happened. All right, there you go. So I'm going to bring up the calculator. I can't get rid of that. All right, so let's do this. So he had 3.7 million. I don't even think this math is right, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So let's see. So let's see. So go back to the beginning. So the startup cost was 200K. So it's closer to 300K. So let's go ahead. 300K plus. Let's see. Then he made 50,000 copies of cover C, which is 125K. And let's see. And this is part of the shipping and the boxes. So these are the custom made boxes, additional 62,000 boxes, costing it 30K. And then the employee payroll, which is 350K. I got hit plus 350K. So right now we're at 805K. Then you got the new building with the fees. That's 180K. That's 985. and then you can leave out the rent part because this is for the new building, which hasn't been done yet. And then right here, you have all the artwork, the colorists, all those people. They spent $60K on that. So right now, you're at 1,045,000. Then the merchandise, they spent 100K on shirts, and then shipping tools with 10K, and then the cars were 30K. So this is a rough estimate of what they spent. So 1.185 million. So when I hit enter, oh wait, no, my bad, I didn't mean to. So 1185. All right, so let me do this. All right, so that's all. So going by this email, this is all they spent for that first campaign, right? And then that this includes the new building. So it's 1.185 mil, right? So we're going to subtract that from the 3.7. So if we go by this, realistically, they made a profit of $2.5 million. If you take into account what they spent for the total campaign minus what they made, this is what they actually made in profit. All right. So then, if we're going to take this number, right, we're going to take this 2515. And we're going to subtract this. So let's just say hypothetically, this is what every campaign would cost, not including the increase, because we don't know what the increase would be. So let's say this is what they're let's say what they made, that 1185. Let's say that's what they have to spend every single campaign. So if we go by this number, all right, so that's basically what they're working with. That's essentially what they get to keep is 1.3. So this number right here, this 1185. Let's just say, as of right now, that was the same pay rate. Everything was staying the same. This is what they truly made. If I did this math right, they made 1.33 million. This is what they get to go home with. So hell, even that right there, that is a lot of money. But you gotta really, I guess, I just made this video just to help some people, who don't understand like really what this money is. Like making money does not mean you made all that money, because it has to go back into you have to go back into the product, it has to go back into the building, the small stuff, the you know the the stuff that you like, the building and the taxes, and you got to pay people, and you got to make money back for all the money you made on product that you made. It's a lot of stuff. Now, even this right here, this is impressive numbers to make. Shoot, I don't care who you are. And people are gonna be saying, "Oh, well, he didn't sell just the comic. He sold a bunch of stuff." I mean, yeah, okay. What's your point? You can't buy other merchandise for a comic book. I don't understand that. I'm a big manga fan, man. I don't think these mangas. I don't think these mangakas only sell manga. They get money. Well, I hope it's a whole big thing with Japanese artists, but they should be getting cuts of all the merchandise. Now maybe the mangakas don't sell it, but they get they work out deals with distributors, and you got figurines, and they have cards and plushies and keychains and shirts and hats and jackets and body pillows and and car decal stuff and all that good stuff. So I mean, there's nothing wrong with him selling extra stuff on the side. If people want to get it, they want to get it. He didn't put the stuff out and say you had to get it in order to get a book. He was like, look, I'm selling the book. I'm giving y'all opportunity to buy some product that goes with it. If you want to buy it, cool. If you don't, cool. Um, it is what it is. So anyway, yeah, that's my video about the email. Appreciate y'all for sending this email to us. Shout out to Andrew Rodriguez, social media manager. If you're wondering how I got the email, it's easy. Go to the website rippaverse.com and put in your email so you get you get email notifications about products. Since I've subscribed to the website, I think I've gotten an email other than like the early stages of the campaign. I've gotten an email probably like one a month maybe. Just some like follow up stuff. I think there was one for like a survey. There was a holiday special. This one. So it's not like you're gonna get hit with they're gonna spam the hell out of you. They send you something like every month. Nothing crazy. Just to keep you up to date with stuff. So yeah, anyway, that's all I got. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know. Are you gonna get this? Are you gonna get ISM number 2? Are you gonna get one of the other two projects they're working on? If you got any merchandise, did you buy that? Uh, and just let me know what you think about this overall success of the Rippaverse. All right. So thank you for watching. I'll see you later. Peace.